Alright, this is just for myself. Today is December 1st. I typically don't do that, so that must be significant. I am um did a pick a card for Instagram and one of the Facebook groups that I am a member of. And the pick a card today was, well, today's Thursday, Jupiter energy. Oh, maybe that's why I set the date. So there are planets that are specific to each day of the week. So Monday is the moon, Tuesday is Mars, Wednesday is Mercury, Thursday is Jupiter, Friday is Venus, Saturday is Saturn, and Sunday is the Sun. Um, so, let me look at this so I could read some stuff for myself. So, yes, so Jupiter is about expansion. It's an expansive energy, expanding the way you think, expanding your knowledge, expanding your relationship. Um, and I have entrepreneurs, so expanding your business. And the question that I posed was, um, oh, did I already say what is Jupiter asking you? Oh my God. Where is Jupiter asking you to expand your frame of thinking? So we have entrepreneur. So that speaks about my business. You don't want her in your room anymore?
I went to Afghanistan, but you gave Asian popcorn.
I did because it was already open.
Okay.
I mean, is he eating popcorn right now?
Yeah.
Go ahead, yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Give the cat a kiss before I leave.
You want? No, I do not want to give her a kiss. And I'm recording. Not that you're fine though. You don't have to act all crazy. Why is she meowing?
I got it.
All right, just
I'll see if she's hungry.
she shouldn't be hungry. Maybe she just wants to get down. Calliope, Calliope, she's gonna follow you downstairs anyway. She's trying to decide what her life is gonna be like for the next hour or so. Why are you looking at me, son? Go with your big brother. Anyway, so Jupiter is asking me. Oh, she is coming back in here. She's funny. That's the kitten. So Jupiter is asking for me to expand my frame of thinking when it comes to my business. I'm not sure if that is the bracelets or the readings. I also have started to incorporate doing energy healing and cleansing. So to get them look at the fiera. Egg cleansing. It helps clear whatever blockages you have in your chakras system. Also, um, breaking curses or hexes. So I have incorporated that. Like there are so many things that I have my jewelry. I have a bunch of stuff to make candles. I wanted to do the readings, the cleansings. Also, like I just every time I see something, I'm like, oh, I could do that. I want to do it, and then I get into it, and I don't really put my all. Not that I don't put my all into it, but I think sometimes I get not discouraged, but put off if things are not moving the way I want them to. And in terms of like the candle stuff, even with regard to the jewelry, the issue that I was having with my ears, or the tube in my ears, it really set me back a little bit, and I'm sure that was a divine timing or a divine divine. I don't want to say intervention because it wasn't an intervention. This ear thing is something I know that I had to go through, and it not delayed because I don't even want to say delayed because I think everything happens the way it's supposed to. So I bought a bunch of stuff to start making candles and such, but then I started having this ear issue, and the ear issue kind of really put me off from really focusing and concentrating on those things. So this expansion, especially with this I am power with this Pluto energy. Now let me get Pluto is Scorpio energy. It's ruled by Scorpio, and oh, that she was on me. So the eighth house with empower. I mean, with I empower is deals with taboo things. It deals with death, resurrection. So this could be me resurrecting the energy that I put into like the jewelry. And I have hella jewelry. Oh my god. I have hella jewelry. It's just so there are things about the business that I don't like doing. I'm just gonna be honest. If all I had to do was sit and make the jewelry and like then do like the descriptions or write the names down, then it is be like totally fine. But then I have to mail them. There are these little cards that I like to put in the packages to tell you what the stones are and how they can help you. Um, like I want it to be a presentation, but I think I just need like a team. I need a team because I put a lot of I try to put a lot no I don't try I put a lot of energy into the bracelets in terms of the energy that you need. And I've heard multiple times from my bracelets that when people wear them, they can feel the energy. They can feel I put peace in it, happiness, healing, because I want people to be able to heal themselves. I want people to, go within and start searching for their own traumas, searching for those things that, like when people say, oh, that's just me, or that's just how I am. There are some things that maybe that is true, especially with your astrological signs, depending on the signs you have and their placements and the houses and all of that jazz. I'm not very versed in that, but I know that that also plays a part. But there are things about ourselves that we have to figure out why we do those types of things. They're like things that we adapted when we were in survival mode, and now survival mode is where we live. I do not I do not tell many people this. If you're like a really good friend of mine and I'm comfortable with you, then it is what it is, and this is what happens. But I am 49 years old and I still suck my thumb. I do. And I started to realize that whenever I start to feel insecure about something, or whenever I um, feel like maybe alienated or rejected, then it goes right in my mouth. Like, say if I wanted to, I don't know, say if I wanted to, I don't know. Like, it's just like when I feel disappointed, I guess. And it goes right in my mouth. Not, and ironically, when I'm out in public, I don't do it at all. It's where I want to be comfortable, I guess. And a lot of times I do it when I'm sleeping. I'll just wake up and it's there. So there is something behind that. I'm just not doing that for any reason. Typically, people suck their thumbs because it soothes them, it's a comfort. And I need to figure out one, a way to stop that because my teeth suffer from that. I once went, this was like many years ago, I went to see about getting braces, and the dentist told me that they would have to break my jaw. I was like, oh, hell no. I'm not finna to do none of that. So, and it's only gotten worse over the years because I still do it. So there is no need for me to even go and try to have something like that done if I'm still going to continue to suck my thumb. So I need to figure out what it is about. Oh, girl, you scared the shit out of me. What are you doing? What are you doing? So, and I started to read this and I forgot. So we have Scorpio, Pluto is ruled by Scorpio. Scorpio is the house of sex. Um, it deals with taboos, death, resurrection, other people's possessions, legacies. So this is my legacy. Wills, inheritances, heritages, occult knowledge, and occult knowledge could also be what I maybe need to focus on in terms of my business. Because, like I said, I do cleansings. And I did a cleansing for a friend of mine and her son. And it was just like such a powerful experience. And they both were really, like, it was an awesome experience. So, occult knowledge, spouse's money, transformation, things we must leave behind. I don't think there has to be, well, I mean, I don't think, uh, I mean, no, I don't see leave behind in these cards. This is actually looking towards the future. This is, this card here with this page of wands in this particular deck, it reminds me of like, if someone was to have like a lawnmower. Hey, baby, why are you just sitting there looking at me? Mwah. And they pull the string and pull the string to get it started. That's what this feels like to me. But no, this card here is more about perseverance, like someone who continues on although they feel that things may be a burden to them. Not a burden to them, but it's like you're almost at the finish line. Just keep going, just keep going. So we have duties, obligations, which would be also my business. Borrowed money, which I have none of. I have no borrowed money. Money is given by the government. Legacies. Maybe I should look for a loan. I don't want a business loan though. I don't want to have to pay anybody back or owe anybody any money. Legacies. Did I put legacies already? Do I have that twice? I do. That must be important. Legacies. Magic. And what I feel as if I do is magic. What I do is magic, not I feel. It is magic. Everyone does magic. You do magic every day while you're talking. Casting spells with your words. Immediate door to alternate universes. That's interesting. I was just talking to my husband last night about astral traveling. And I know I do it. I actually have done it since I was a child. I remember a story my mom told me when I was, I think, 3 years old. Maybe 3. And I had fallen asleep. And they were trying to wake me up, her and my dad. And they couldn't get me up. Like they had to shake me to try to wake me up. So I believe that was an an experience where I was astral traveling. But I spoke to my husband last night, and this was actually me being in a low vibrational place. I had got some messages yesterday about someone who used to be a friend of mine. So, just a little context. Um, my memory is terrible. It's not, I won't say that. It's limited. I think that the universe or the divine energies put specific events in my head, memories in my head to remember for a reason. And I was listening to some stuff yesterday, and there were a few things that came up with someone who used to be a friend of mine. So there was this experience that I had with her with regard to some stuff that was I shouldn't have been getting into, and I did a reading on it, and I learned in the reading that I did that she was like, I mean, I found out that she was on some fugazi shit the whole fucking time we were friends. But this particular incident, like, it made me sad, it made me angry, it made me confused, because I asked the cards if in this particular situation, like, what was her intention behind. Okay, so this situation dealt with, I smoke Mary J, and I hadn't started smoking until I was like 30 years old. And so it's been like, oh my God, almost 20 years. So we were talking about, when she was younger, when, I guess people should have been smoking. I don't know, because I've always wanted to smoke. I love the smell of weed. I love the smell. Just, I don't know what it is. But I never really did it. I did it once in my 20s, early 20s actually, maybe late teens. But I'm like the president. I didn't inhale. I just held it in my mouth because I didn't even know what I was supposed to be doing with it. So I don't count that as, smoking weed. But she and I were friends, and I smoked weed, and we talked about how people used to, lace their weed with certain things in order to get a higher high. And my tolerance is crazy. My tolerance for pain is very low, but my tolerance for medication is high. So smoking weed sometimes is like smoking a cigarette, because it doesn't get me where other people are always like laughing and goofy and just chilled out or whatever. So I was thinking maybe if I put a little something in my L, that it would get me a little higher. So she offered me, and I don't want to mistake this conversation because I honestly don't remember if I asked her for it or if she said she could give it to me. But she gave me some cocaine. It was like a little aluminum package type thing, like the aluminum foil. And I was going to use that to put in my weed. But because I know me as an individual, I wanted to do it. I wanted to try it because I'm reckless. I walk the line. But I was nervous because I have an addictive spirit, or I can have an addictive spirit. If I like something, I want to do it. It doesn't matter what it is. If I like it, I want it. And it can become addictive. So I didn't want to, I was not addicted to weed, even though I loved it. It was accessible to me, so I was able to, smoke it. But cocaine was a whole different animal. So I was very cautious. And when I rolled the L with it, When I tell you it was the tiniest amount, like it barely was any in there. Ooh, excuse me. And I smoked it and it didn't do anything to me. Um, but ironically, I spoke to a friend of mine who I worked with back then, and her mom had had issues with cocaine and drugs, and it affected her strongly. So when I mentioned to her that I had it, she was like, "Don't, please, like just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Don't use any more of it. Just get rid of it." And she was so adamant about it. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't even think I told my other friend that I took it and I put it in the toilet because I was like, I just didn't want. I didn't want to be that person. So this whole drawn out long story, I recently yesterday did a reading to see what was her intent in giving me that, because we have been friends for a few years and she knew me and knew my addictive spirit, and I was like, was her intention negative when she gave me that? And the cards, I'm gonna cry just thinking about it. The cards were not good. They were not good at all. And I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, this is somebody that I broke bread with. Somebody I allowed in my house, around my family, around my kids, once I had a husband and children. This was somebody I rode hard for. I did a lot for this person. And not that she didn't reciprocate some of that energy, but this hasn't been the first reading I've done where, things have come to me and I'm like, let me do a reading to see what this was about, or what was this person's intention when they did this, or what were their intentions with me in general. It's not the first reading I've done where shit was just not sweet. And this was somebody I rode fucking hard for. So I said to my husband yesterday, like, yo, if I could astro travel, I would astro travel to her dreams and punch her fucking face. But that was in the moment, because I think of consequences. Your actions have consequences. So I try my very, very best to stay out of that type of energy. Um, I mean, I'm just, like, I really just can't believe that somebody that I had in my life for that long was such, look, confirmation. Somebody I had in my life for that long was such a negative, had such negative intentions for me. What the entire fuck, right? So I said all that to say, I just spoke to my husband yesterday about astro traveling and wanting to be able to do it and control it. I wonder if that's one of the things that I'm supposed to do. This gives me traveling energy where you're like, you're on the go. This is also like a traveling energy with this in and out. Hmm. Maybe this is something I need to talk to someone about. Someone that's in my soul tribe. Because there's Three of Cups. Oh my God. Reconciliation. Hmm. And if I'm astro traveling, I can reconcile, or, meet up with people who are not here anymore. My grandmother, I have my godmother. Um, who would I want to meet up with that is no longer here? My grandmother, my godmother. And just to, you can astral travel to people who are still here in this 3D plane. But with this Emperor energy, that's also about discipline and control. So there's some discipline and control that I need to put into play. This Page of Cups talks to me about something that I really love. So maybe I should focus on, like, I love doing the jewelry, but I also have to be right in the right frame of mind to do it. I I have so much stuff, that I want a space where I can um, have everything out so that I can see it and see what I want to put together. Like I have a shit ton of stuff. There are beads. I have hella beads, like thousands and thousands of dollars worth of beads. Um, so there's some discipline I need to do with that, but I also want to do something that I just love. Like I just want to wake up and be like, oh yes. But if I have to go and find the beads and I don't have a space anymore for that area. I have this space here where I do cards. I also do cards in my dining room, at my dining room table. I do have a my spiritual room, which is like my altar room. um, but there is really no there. I need a lot of space to be able to set that stuff up. So even tarot, I love doing tarot, but I don't know if sometimes it's the energy or like people. I don't know if it's my energy or other people's energy, but it's almost as if like someone is trying to stop me from doing a tarot reading, because sometimes I just get so tired. Even when I want to sit down and do it, I just get so tired. Or something else happens. Like I dropped my phone and got four cracks in it that look like bullet holes, all on the the right hand side. If I could take a picture of my phone and show you to you, I would. It looks like four bullet holes on the side of my phone. So I don't know if people are sending energy to me to fuck me up or to try to, stop me from moving forward. And I'm pretty sure, I know, not pretty sure. Let's stop with the semantics. There are people out there that don't want to see me succeed. And it sounds very like, oh, you think you're so important. How do you know? Just like I can pull these cards and tell people about their business and tell them about their lives and tell them about where they need to heal. I can do the same for myself. And the energy that I get is really negative. Like I just had an experience not too long ago with social services in Elizabeth, and like I can't prove that there was fugazi shit going on, but there was fugazi shit going on. Like it was fugazi, but I know this. I don't have to prove it though, because you put out negative energy and you get negative energy back. So whatever fuck shit that was going on with that issue, it's gonna work itself out. But I digress. So was I finished with this list? So we said magic, immediate door to alternate universes, spiritually involved sex. I definitely could do that. Which is ironic because we have the Emperor here, and my man is a divine masculine. We also have that here with the Ten of Cups, the Lovers, the Page of Cups, and the Page of Wands. Oh, maybe I could start manifesting through sex. I mean, I do that now, but it could be more intentional, because this right here speaks to for me, it speaks to some good ass sex. um, this is like this happy ending. The Ten of Cups is happiness, fulfillment, joy. And this right here is that jumpstart energy. Remember, I said it's like a lawnmower. Once you get it started, it's like vroom, vroom. And that's right across from the Lovers. And with this Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's definitely some sexual energy out here too. Okay, okay. um, what else we have here? Spiritually involved sex, conscious plunge into alternate worlds. I think this has a lot to do with my actual. Oh my god! And I did say occult knowledge, right? Yeah. I did. So there's something that I need to do with expanding. Maybe I need to expand from thinking that I'm just going to be involved with tarot readings and making jewelry and possibly candles. Um, oh, that was at one point I was doing party planning. Like I do all of that DIY stuff. My kids have had Minecraft parties and Transformers and Ninja Turtles. Or oh, I threw my husband a casino party once. That was really dope. That was really dope. But there's a lot of fire energy out here, so it definitely has to do with my passion and my creativity. How I put it out into the world. We have two threes here and two pages. Two threes and two pages. Threes are about growth. Oh, and there's two threes, and 333 gives me that mind, body, spirit. Mind, body, spirit is something spiritual that I need to expand. Something spiritual. Something with regard to my energy and how I use it. Energy and how I use it. With this emperor taking control. And this is juggling. Oh, so no quiero feel juggling. This to me speaks to your spiritual self, and this speaks to the worldly. So I need to bring more balance into something. There's something that I'm doing more of than another. And lately I've just been feeling kind of, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes just look at the nakinako, que esa foto de chera así tonita, que ton potiana así. I guess I just feel like there are so many readers that I listen to, and not so many, but there are like at least two or three that I listen to, and their readings are more like spiritually based in terms of their passions, in terms of their purpose, and I think that there are so many things that I can do, and so many things that I want to do, that I really need to kind of pinpoint it to one thing that I could focus on, and it makes me very happy to do it. And I guess it kind of just makes me a little sad sometimes that they are so in their purpose. Like they have plans, they have visions. Saint Star, oh my God, I listen to her and I'm thinking, yo, you already have a whole plan and a whole vision. Like a whole goddamn plan and a whole goddamn vision. And my vision is that I can help people. That's all I want to. Like, I know that I'm here to help people. I'm here to help them see things. I'm here to help them grow within themselves. Even my picker cards, I try to structure them in a way where it allows you to use your own intuition in order to get the message that is being sent to you. So I'm definitely a messenger, but I'm also a healer. I I also know that even my sexual energy is very healing. I think that was a big reason or a big factor in my relationship with my ex. The sex that we had was very tantric, and I was young. Like my he was my second boyfriend. So like we experienced a lot of different things together sexually, a lot. And it was like sex was a healing mechanism in our very toxic relationship. I remember, you know what, never mind. But, so sex is very significant as well. And we got the house of sex. I'm not gonna be a hooker though with the House of Sex and Entrepreneur. I'm a hooker for my man. But it could be, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But whatever it is, it deals with me using my energy. Hey, baby, what are you doing over there? It deals with me using my energy, my creativity. But there has to be discipline. There has to be discipline. And these pages speak to like a. Pages give me like freshman energy, like a freshman in college, a freshman in high school. Like you're just starting out or you're just getting on board with something that is going to. Something with my future. Something I have to jumpstart in terms of my passion and my creativity. But with this Three of Cups, that could also be ancestor energy. The Three of Cups. Because there are three people there. And maybe there are three people that, or two other people that I need to collaborate with. Maybe I need to get out of the thinking that I can do it all by myself. Maybe there is someone that I need to, or I will be. Maybe I need to just open my mind. Open my mind to thinking outside of the box. This card is like living in the moment. With this Knight of Wands and this Three of Wands, it gives you the Four of Wands. So it's like looking towards your future. It could also be traveling, if I'm going to be honest. Astro traveling. There's something about this astro traveling. Even this guy here in this picture, look at his feet, like he's up in the air. So definitely something with my spirituality. We have the Sun here. Generous doses of happiness are focused on you. Family events will bring you unexpected joy. Any health concerns will be less than you fear. Throw your arms out to declare satisfaction with the world at large. All heads turn to you as it's time for you to be noticed. It could honestly be that I need to keep moving. Maybe I need to just get out that frame of mind that I am behind or I'm not where I'm supposed to be because I am on track. It could just have to really deal with the way I think about things. There are no swords out here. So it definitely has something to do with, oh wow, there's only one pentacle. Something to do with my communicating. And the pentacles has to do with your daily life, your daily activities. Maybe I need to stop communicating? No, because my communication, my words are going to expand other people, my words. It has to do with my words. Moving, do so no fiesta.